What up, y'all? It is your girl Kiera Shanice, and we here. We here. I'm here. I'm here. Anyway, y'all. So as y'all know, All American that came out with their last little episode. What is it? Episode 9, I believe. What is they trying to do? I'm gonna go ahead and do a review. But first, before we get into this review, let me introduce y'all to I need some water. So Miss y'all like the D.A. Baker wig? I'm gonna call her Miss Baker. Y'all like her? I ain't cut her lace off. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. But yeah, coming to you live from South Crenshaw. It is Amelia Baker's new wife. Let me quit bullshit. Anyway, so we left off on shit. The last review I did was on 7. So I actually did 8, but it got stuck. It got caught up in in my um my phone, and I can't get it out, so I just deleted it. And shit, I was frustrated. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was frustrated. I was like, fuck this show. Fuck the review. But I'm gonna go ahead on and do 8 and 9. I'm gonna go ahead on and do it off the dome. I ain't got no notes. I ain't got no nothing. So I think in episode 8, that's when we had after the Vegas incident. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it seemed like after that the show kind of was like going downhill. It was getting pretty dry. Hey baby. Back on episode 8, we had, after the whole Vegas incident, and after that it seemed like it just kind of went downhill there for me. The episode fell flat. They had the homecoming situation where Coop and Spencer, they was both nominated to be homecoming king and queen. And that's where Coop, she announced her dropping out of school to pursue her music career. And Spencer was trying to, he actually been in therapy, and his therapist told him, look, you gotta stop trying to save these folks. You gotta look out for yourself. And I think he is really struggling with that, because we know Spencer, when somebody's in trouble, he get that big S on his chest, and here come what they call him, Black Jesus. But yeah, Coop, she called herself dropping out of school on the episode. What else happened? Ooh, Layla and let me cross the lip. Layla and Liv, they had words at the little shop. I mean, they was going at it, saying I think Layla somewhere along the lines was telling Olivia that she, came after Spencer and after she went after Asher. And Olivia snapped back. She was like, well, shit, where was all this when you was trying to push me up on Spencer when you was with Asher? You knew I developed feelings for him, but yet and still, when you got what you wanted, it was like, fuck my feelings. And you went in and you knew I was still kind of feeling him, and you still went for it. And that's what I've been talking about the whole season. Like, Layla, you can't really talk. You can't really speak on that, because you knew Spencer and Olivia had built a bond, and they was in the process of building something, and you came right on in and stole him right from under her nose. So I always felt. Anyway, what happened next? Oh yeah, towards the end of the episode, Spencer, after he told Olivia that he was in love with her and all of that, they went for a drive. She asked the they went for a drive. They went for a drive. I'm trying to remember this, y'all. This has been a while. I ain't even rewatched the episode. I'm just winging it. But anyway, long story short, they in the car, and she ended up telling Spencer that she feel the same way, and she she's in love with him, and they should try to make this thing work. And they laughing, and I'm like, okay, I got what I wanted. And all of a sudden, her ass hit a parked car, and the episode ended. That was the end of episode 8. So we flash forward to episode 9, which they took a whole damn month to come out with. But anyway, So on episode 9, it picks right back up, at the car accident scene. And Olivia, she's freaking out. And Spencer was like, what's wrong? We good. And she was like, nah, we ain't good. I ain't gonna pass the sobriety test. And he was like, what you mean you not gonna pass the sobriety test? Hey, y'all. Chicken wings. And he was like, what you mean you're not gonna pass the sobriety test? And long story short, we come to find out that Olivia has been drunk driving this entire time, and she had the nerve to ask Spencer to swap seats with her so she wouldn't get in, so her parents wouldn't find out that she been drinking. And that kind of put him in a weird space because, with everything going on with the police and he a black young male child. I can't believe she did that. But anyway, so he was like really stunned, like, I don't want to do this. Police pulled up, she done pulled out her liquor. And the only thing that kept the cops from probably doing something in that night was the fact that they ran the license plate and the car came back registered to D.A. Baker, Laura Baker, which is Olivia's mom. That's the only thing that saved them. So they pretty much got a slap on the wrist. They got a tow truck called. And, they went home. And Spencer, he was really not feeling it because he's feeling like, dang, she done fell off the wagon. She been lying. And she did not tell her parents, and that really didn't sit right with him. So he went home, Spencer being Spencer, that was on his heart and his mind. Fast forward, where we at now? We got Jordan and Simone. Yeah, Jordan and Simone. Jordan wanted to tell everybody that they didn't got married in Vegas. And Simone, she like, we in a good space right now. And I ain't trying to get killed by my mama, so no. What's next? What's next? What's next? I can't remember the whole episode, y'all. I'm just gonna go to the part that I can remember that stood out to me. What was next? They had the family dinner. Yeah, Miss Baker, they had a little family dinner every week. So she invited Spencer. Coach Baker was over. Simone and all of them was over. And prior to that, Spencer, he was just thinking, he was like, something don't sit right about, what Olivia was saying. And he went to thinking back to that water bottle that she was pouring the vodka out of. And he was like, you been lying to me this whole time. Tonight was not your first drink. You've been drinking all summer. I remember seeing you with that same water bottle all summer. So have you been drinking all summer? And he kind of caught her up, and he was like, so if you don't tell your parents by the time, at this family dinner, you don't tell them by then, I'm going to out you. And I was like, ugh. Here we go again. Spencer putting his nose where it don't belong. So we get to the dinner. Everybody's talking. Jordan is about to spill his guts about him and Simone. And one way or another, something happened. They brought up the accident some way. And Miss Baker, she asked Spencer, I don't know what happened. But it came down to it. He was about to out Olivia, and she just outed herself. She was like, I had a drink. I had a drink. I had a drink. And they found out it was the night of the accident. Boom, everything blew up. Simone and Spencer, they was just in the kitchen looking. Not Jordan, but D.A. Baker and Coach Billy Baker, they was in the kitchen. They was going back and forth on what they needed to do as far as with Olivia, because we know the last time, she had her pills and stuff, and she almost died. So they kind of freaked them out. So they going back and forth on like, are we gonna send her to rehab? What we gonna do? We can't have a repeat of what happened the last time. And this is just tearing Spencer up inside. He feels like it's his fault. He didn't ruin these folks' family by going up in there saying what he said. But on the other hand, I feel like he did the right thing because let Miss Olivia, we was rooting for you, girl. I was rooting for you. Like she is out of it. When I say she was upstairs freaking out. I can't go away, Jordan. I can't go away. I don't know what I do. I can't be on 24-hour lockdown. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. And when she started saying that, I already knew she was going off on the deep end. She calling her sponsor. Leslie Wade going off on the lady. I'm like, you've been calling this lady for months or weeks now, and you haven't gotten a response. Like, at this point, baby, she ain't your sponsor. You need to reach out to somebody else because the lady you calling, I'm thinking she did at this point. I don't know. But anyway, she went downstairs, let her parents know that she had talked to her sponsor. Her sponsor agrees with her and that she's fine. She's got it under control. And they was like, okay, cool. If she can meet us for dinner tonight and we can talk it over, we good. So that's when the rat race began. Olivia, she's trying to get in touch with Leslie. She didn't skip school and stole her brother's car, and she done went to a woman's house. So eventually, she gets a call back from Leslie's phone, but to her surprise, it is not Leslie. It's Leslie's roommate. And I'm like, oh, this woman did. She the OD. But no, Leslie is in prison. She actually fell off the wagon and she's back at her old attic ways, and she done robbed her mom and daddy's house. Now she in jail. And Olivia is like, oh my God, I would never do anything like that. I would never do anything to hurt the people I love. I love they come first. And Leslie kind of let her know, like, you don't have to technically rob or physically take something from somebody. The fact of you being an addict, you will always choose that addiction over the people you love, and that's just that. And I think it's kind of clicking in her mind that, maybe she has taken some, but it ain't really clicking till, to the point where she can actually understand and grasp what Leslie is telling her. Not until she actually got that call from her dad letting her know that, it's cool. We not angry with you. We just want you to come home. Because at this point, she hadn't talked to nobody. She been missing all day. They got everybody out looking for her. They don't know if she dead or alive. So she got that message from Billy. And he was letting her know, like, baby, we just want you to come home. And the first place she goes to is to the James's residence. And Spencer is home. He's there by himself because everybody's out looking for Olivia. And Grace told, look, you ain't going your butt nowhere. This girl done put you in danger. She ain't thinking about you. I know you want to save her right now, but she is sick. And you don't need to get yourself involved no more than you already have. You done got shot trying to help a friend. No, not my child. And I don't blame her. But anyway, Olivia, she is over at Spencer's home. And she's there looking for Spencer to save her. I just need you to come with me. I can't do this by myself. And Spencer was looking at her like, this something you gonna have to do on your own because, like, this is killing. Yeah, and anyway, at this point, Spencer, he didn't already talk to his therapist because he was losing it at this point. He didn't know what to do. He was in between a rock and a hard place. So I guess he was thinking back on that conversation he had with his therapist about putting himself first and stop trying to carry everybody's burden. One of my babies that got loose. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to hold him. Anyway, look at my little kitty. So yeah, anyway, he was actually thinking back on what his therapist had told him about, stop trying to carry everybody's burden. You got enough going on. Like, fight your own battles and let your friends, family, and loved ones fight their own battle. They gonna work it out on their own. And anyway, and I guess this was really a hard. I can only imagine how hard this was because I have that superwoman syndrome. I'm trying to save every damn body. So, I can understand. Oh, he's afraid. He's freaking out. Anybody want a kitten? It's free and it's a boy. Yeah, he's scared of heights. These kittens are so afraid. But yeah. Stop. Hey, boy. Oh, now get off the titties. Get off the money makers. Get off the money makers. Anyway, so I'm assuming this may have been very hard for him to do, but he just let her know. He was like, look, this is something you gotta do on your own. Like, I know you strong enough to do it right now. I know you strong enough to do it, and it may not seem like it right now, but I can't help you through this. I can't, I don't think he can take it. And I understand that. And she was like, but you supposed to be there for me, but you said that you love me, and you can't be there for me, and I'm telling you I need you to be there for me. And he was like, where was your love for me when you asked me to put myself in harm's way with the police because you didn't want to be found out? You didn't want your addiction to be found out. Like, where was all the love then? And I know that was hard for him to say. And Olivia, that's when the aha moment went, came when the light bulb went off. She was like, damn, everything that Leslie had told her that she was going to do and that she was saying that she would never do, she didn't realize that she had already done it. She actually asked Spencer to put his life on the line because she didn't want nobody to know that she had a drinking problem. And she was like, whoa. She took a step back and she was like, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry stuff ended up this way and you deserve better than this. And I gotta go home. I got people waiting on me. And I don't know what's in store for Spencer and Olivia. Like, I'm still rooting for them. They still my favorite couple. She my favorite addict. Let me stop. She is my favorite addict, and I don't know. I hope she get the help she need, and her and Spencer can kind of work it out. Cause I've been rooting for them since season 1, episode 1, and yeah, that's that on it, y'all. Hopefully this the last damn episode of this season, because quite frankly I'm sick of talking about it. It's getting kind of dry. I ain't gonna lie, it's getting kind of dry for me. But this last episode, it was alright. It was alright, better than episode 8. But on that note, it's your girl Kira Shanice. We over here on Nisa Says. If y'all like this video, hell, if y'all don't like it, dislike it. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, if y'all like if y'all like the video, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever. Just come back and fuck with your girl. Let me know. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. That's all I got to say on it.